Hello friends, welcome to your CSS tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to see 3 different ways to include CSS in our HTML web page. You can directly specify your styling inside an HTML element. So suppose you want to specify style for the heading element, then you can directly go into the h1 tag and you can use the style attribute to specify the style. So you can directly specify the style for that h1 element inside the h1 tag. That way is called as inline CSS. You can use inline CSS if you are having few styles applied to few elements. The next way is called as internal CSS. In internal CSS, you are going to use the style tag and we will specify all the classes in the style tag, and we can use that classes later to apply styling to all the elements in our web page. But what if you are having 100 or 200 of web pages that we have in real projects and you want to apply same style for all of the web pages? Then you don't need to repeat that style in every HTML web page. We have another way to do that. You can define a separate style sheet called as external CSS, and you can define all the common styling over there, and you can include that style sheet in all your HTML web pages as per the requirement. In the practical implementation, we are going to see how we can include external style sheet in our web page. And for all this point, if you do not get understanding for any of the way to include a CSS, then don't worry about it. We in the practical implementation, we are going to see all the ways one by one. So let's code it. So back to Visual Code, I have created a live server on my local machine. So after saving my changes, I don't need to refresh my browser again and again. So let me add a simple heading over here. I will save the changes, and look, the heading is reflected in browser automatically, and I don't need to refresh my browser again and again. So if you are really curious that how we can create a live server in a local machine, you can check the link in the right top corner. So now all good, and we are ready to insert our first line of CSS in our HTML web page. And for that, what I have done, we have included the all HTML markup inside our web page, and inside the body tag we have included the h2 tag. And what h2 tag says, 3 ways to include CSS. Now we will see how we can apply inline style to the element. So suppose we will try to change the color of that heading to any other color, and to apply the inline style, I can go into the h2 tag directly, and I will specify one attribute that is called as style. And look, that is the best feature of Visual Code. I am getting automatically all the possible options, and that thing is called as IntelliSense. So you can use the code editor Visual Code if you want. And now I will specify the color property of the CSS that we use to change the color of target element. And look, I am getting again the possible available colors in CSS. So what I will do, I will type the color here orange, and let me save the changes. And look, the color of our heading becomes orange automatically, and we don't need to refresh our browser. So in this way we can apply any number of styles to the target element. So we will try to add another property over here, and we will choose the property font style, and I will choose the first value for it, that is italic. Let me save the changes, and look, here you can see the font style of our heading element is now italic. So now as you can see, I need to scroll my window to see my complete code, and this is not a good coding style. So I will reformat my code again here, okay? So you should always pay a great attention to the formatting of your code, because someone other reading your code should not supposed to scroll the window to see your complete code, and this increases readability of your code. So we will be following this good coding practice throughout the series. And now if you are talking about the good coding practice, then it is not the best practice to use inline style, because if you specify inline style for every element in your HTML page, then your HTML code will be flooded up with the CSS styles, and this is definitely not the good practice. So do we have other option? Definitely we have other option. So you can go into the head tag and you can specify the style tag, okay, and you can specify all your CSS property inside that style tag. So to apply style to the specific element, we are having 3 different types of selector in CSS, and we are going to see all those types of selector in upcoming tutorial. So for this tutorial, I will tell you how we can target the h2 element. So we can go into the style tag and we can specify the h2 tag over here. Then we need to add the pair of curly braces, okay, and whatever CSS property you specify inside this curly braces will be applied to all the h2 element in your web page. So let me copy this, I will paste this code into there, okay, and I will add a line break between those two style, and we don't need this style attribute anymore. I will cut it. Let me save the changes, and look, we are having same style applied to this h2 element. So in this way you can target all the h2 element at once, and you don't need to specify separate and repeated style for every element. So now we will see how we can use the same styling for all the web pages without repeating the CSS code. For that, what I have done, I have created another file here, that is style.css, and the extension of that file is CSS because it is the style sheet. And now what I will do, I will copy all the properties from the style tag and I will paste them into the style.css, and just I will delete the style tag. And look, now we are not having any style applied to our h2 element because our web page is not getting those style declared into style.css. So how we can tell our web page that styles are declared into style.css? So for that, what we need to do, we need to include that style sheet in our web page, and to include that style sheet in our web page, we need to use link. And look, here you have to specify relevance is equal to style sheet, and for the href attribute, you need to specify the location of your CSS file. Look, I am getting IntelliSense again. I will press enter, and after saving the changes, just take a look at this heading. And look, we are having the nice style applied to the heading again. So this approach is called as using external CSS, and for all the corporate big project, we always use external CSS so that we can use same CSS in all the web pages. So now we have seen all the ways to include CSS in our HTML web page. So it's time for interview question. The interview question for this tutorial is, which style is having highest priority among all three types? And the answer for this question is always inline style, because the inline style is having always highest priority. Suppose if you apply color blue in the external style sheet, and if you apply color red in the inline style, then the color of your heading always will be red, because inline style is having highest priority. So always keep that thing in mind. So friends, that's it for this tutorial. In upcoming tutorial, we are going to see 3 different types of selector in CSS. So don't forget to subscribe. See you in upcoming tutorial.